the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not.
I remembered to unmute today. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Len. Today is 4/18/2025. It's Friday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Time for a little Wolf King Toys Live. Oh, you can really see the junk in the back of my room today, huh? No accountability on that cleanup. It's a disaster. But that's okay, because I'm here, and I brought a friend. I brought two friends. It's a takeover. It's a shooting the shelf takeover. Jesse Arnold, Curtis Ackerman. How you guys doing? Oh no, we got mutes. Hold on. I got you. That was on me.
But I wasn't saying anything.
That was just me pretending to cut out like Jesse's computer. So, yeah.
You're just going to normalify that when that happens. What's going on, gentlemen?
Bring a friend or two.
I did.
I was feeling good till Curtis just attacked my computer. He doesn't mean it, buddy. It's not your fault. You're 4 years
the
old.
internet, not the computer itself.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I probably need to get a new router.
I am excited to be here to hear about all the great things that Jesse and Len are working on without me. So,
oh man, we got so much stuff going on. It's crazy.
No, that's next week. That's next week shooting the shelf.
Why? Do you have a good guess for next week's shooting the shelf?
Delayed again.
No, you're not.
A little bit, but that's all right.
You're worth waiting for. You're worth waiting for.
Said no one ever.
It's all right.
We got this guy right here is our guest next week.
I'm burning a candle today.
You got is that a certain scent there?
Yes.
What do you got,
Curtis? It is for Kilt and Clan. It is the smells of like Scotland battle.
Smells of Scotland battle.
Smells of Scotland battle. If I knew where if I could see it, I have like no light, even though it looks like I'm very well lit in here. I'm in the dark because this shitty camera draws in so much light that I have to almost be in the dark. Otherwise I wash out. So I actually can't read it to you what it says, but I would love to.
I wonder what Scotland battle sounds like people pooing themselves and blood and
it smells wonderful. It smells
a bunch
like
of kilts.
It smells like leather
commando
and
under it.
Yeah,
I can't imagine that's what actual battle smells like.
A lot of poo.
Definitely a lot of poo.
That's what they say. I'm not going to pretend I can read it, but it's wonderful and it has like a very like earthy smell to it. It was a gift.
I like the baked good one. It's better. You know,
Mox the Goblin saying Scotland battle smells like feet, onions, and cabbage, which sounds like the mac and cheese I had from Stouffer's the other night.
Jesse, that means it's bad and you should not eat it. You know that, right?
No, I think it was just a very exceptionally strong cheese.
Or more than likely, it was probably like left out at some point, like in the grocery store, and then they just threw it back into the freezer. Did you feel okay afterwards?
Sure.
Okay.
I like the ones that are like cupcakes or pound cake or.
Oh, let's see. Bill says Yankee Candle makes a vintage Kenner candle. Are you serious? That's hilarious.
I just try to capture the smell when I open a new Mythic Legion or Cosmic Legion and just inhale that for a couple of days.
I had a bone-in ribeye the other day while I was in Iowa, and I ate it on Monday, but I still had the smells in the hotel room as of Wednesday, and it was pretty awesome. They should do that. They should do a bone-in ribeye Yankee Candle.
You never know. My wife found a website last year around Christmas that is all like D&D themed candles. So it's like the theory is you like burn them when you're playing. It gives you the essence of like dungeon or whatever. It's really cool, and they have So when they burn out, they have a D20 in them.
That's cool.
So, yeah, it's pretty neat. And then I don't know if you've guys ever seen them. I can find the link somewhere. I'll ask her for it. But it's like they sell like, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's almost like a diorama of like the table, like either like a landscape that you would play on as a map, but like let's say like the fire pits are candles that you burn.
That's cool.
So they pour wax into like the different cavities that would hold like say lava or water if it's blue, and you can burn it and it's a scented candle and set the real super mood on your D&D adventure.
I've heard of people pouring wax into their cavities. It doesn't sound like it's for me though.
It's not. This isn't Odd World.
Oh, I sorry.
That was a great game back in the day.
What, pour the candle wax in the cavity?
No, Oddworld.
Oh, Abe's
Odyssey, yeah.
Yeah. You know what was really good? There was that one with the lizard guy. What the hell was the one with the lizard Larry?
Where he like had all the pop culture references?
Yeah, Gex.
Yeah.
Gex the Gecko.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that game. I loved it. And it was voiced by some comedian too. Like all the references were from a comedian.
Yeah. Yeah, that was I remember playing that a lot over a Thanksgiving break one year.
Yeah, me too. I played it like at a specific time period for a very long time. What you got there, Curtis? Did you win that? Did you have to knock some milk cans off of a stand throwing a softball?
No, it was a Guardians of the Galaxy train that goes around. You got to drop a ball into each of the cars of the train. And if you fill up all the cards, you get the super bonus. And I hit the super bonus like a bunch of times and got this for Darla. We replaced Buddy with this.
Oh, congratulations. That looks like once if you unstuff it, you could wear it.
Yeah. I could probably
beginning of Curtis's fursuit.
I could probably wear this as a mask. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, this is Buddy 2. So he doesn't ask for bacon. So yeah.
Spelled BUTT-Y 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan saying Gex was hard for PlayStation 1. I loved it. It was a I don't know, it was supposed to kind of be a kid's game because it had that character, but a lot of the things he said weren't really for kids, which I always thought was fun.
It was kind of in that Shrek vein where it's like, oh, this will entertain kids, but like adults will get a kick out of it too.
Yeah.
Or at least not. Yeah.
Yeah, you missed that one, Curtis. It was good. It was fun.
Yeah. Speaking of D&D though, from earlier, you ever heard of Allegiance Quest? That's pretty fun.
Allegiance? Like
Allegiance Quest. It's these guys that play.
It's not like a disease.
No, Legions. It's these guys that play a D&D campaign set in Mythos. It's really cool.
No, I never heard of that. Do they wear leather and lace?
They might. I don't know what they wear. It is in an audio format, so therefore you don't have to see what they're wearing, but they also I think have a YouTube version. So
okay.
Yeah. But there's a really cool half orc in it. He's pretty much the star of the show from what I hear.
What are we doing here?
You got a list, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I got a list. See?
Nice.
Hello. Let's see. T word. That was last week. Let's see here. I'll talk about business up front because that's kind of what that's what I'm saying, Dorkler, right? Allegiance Quest. Is it Legions Quest?
Business.
A is the first word.
Uh-huh.
Legions Quest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, everyone in the chat. I'm glad everyone's here. I see Darla Ackerman here. I see Brian Carr. I see Jeremy Govier. I see Jen Syke, aka Lucky Sprinkles. Wholesome Warlock. Darla Ackerman. Derek Stringer. Hey, Derek. Guess Away is here. How'd I do on that one? No.
Terrible.
Fuck. Sorry, buddy. Jake Rawson is here. Stotezilla. Mock, as we said before, is joining us. William Husted. Hello, William. How are you? Justin Aquila. Hello, Justin. Mike, Junkin Crafts and Builds is here. And Dork Lair is here. And if I missed you, I'm very sorry. I'm just kind of cruising because Curtis looks bored. TSJ is here.
I was thinking, actually, this is my thinking face, because Jesse and I aren't doing a show on Sunday, and so our streak will end. And I was wondering if we could count this as an episode of Shooting the Shelf, so the streak continues.
Jesse,
but I don't know. I don't know if that counts. Is this the weekend? Has the freaking weekend started?
Yeah, the weekend started. It's 4:42 at 5:00. At 5:00, Jesse, put the lights on. Put the Christmas lights on around us.
They're on.
Look, he's thinking, like, can I do that?
I think he means the border, like the
yeah.
This isn't this isn't my channel to control the settings.
You're right.
Jesse, I'm gonna need an official ruling. Is this a Shooting the Shelf episode?
If you say it is.
I think if we go past 5:00,
that's what I think.
Yeah, if we go past 5:00, then it's officially Shooting the Shelf.
I'm fine with it.
Sweet.
I'll defer to you and Len.
Oh, totally. I'll even at some point edit the title. Wait, if I do that, will it dump the whole thing?
No, you can change the title. We don't need you to, but you can. Oh,
correct.
Jordan says the judges will allow it, so we're good.
Because see, technically, this is the intro to the next episode of Shooting the Shelf, so it's really a two-parter.
If
you want to look at it that way.
So, like, the first part is on this channel, the second part is on the other channel. But this is like
the opposite of Curtis's new hairstyle. So it's business up front, party in the back. Wait, that's the way it goes.
I like the party in the back. All right, I changed it. Now it says Shooting the Shelf Early Edition, so it counts.
Ooh, very nice.
There we go.
Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike. Don't worry, buddy.
You know, you were talking about the Echevarias earlier. They've been doing a lot of painting with some Wolf King parts lately, the whole family.
And that's a great lead-in to the next segment of the show that I like to call
Family Time.
Wow.
Lens Likes. Patent pending. Original idea where I go on Instagram and I find people's stuff that I like and I slap it on a slideshow and then we talk about it. We all get to pick 5 each. If you didn't do it, it's because I forgot to ask you to.
Oh, okay.
I like that we're gonna scroll through these.
I do have one Curtis's like that I can share after your like, since you didn't ask me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. No, that's not gonna work. Hold on. No one has to see me.
But you can take the logo down.
I know.
So that they can see your face.
But then you can't.
You can put my face up there. No one needs to see me.
Yeah, you can throw me up there. My hair looks dumb right now. I'm transitioning right now. So I'm not my final evolution yet. I did tell Darla today that I was thinking about frosting my tips.
Whoa, this is a family show.
Oh. There I am.
There you are.
The first one that I have of my Lens Likes is Low Fidelity Customs on Instagram. You guys might know him. If you don't like him or follow his page, make sure you find it on Instagram. And he does some really cool stuff. This was a cool one that he did of the alien head that we did.
Very cool.
Lots of cool stuff that's like really like fluorescent, sparkly. He used a lot of the turbo dork paint, like that type of thing. I'm sure you guys are familiar with him. Jesse, What do you think?
I saw that. I thought it was really cool. I think I got tagged or shared or something on this. I really dig the scaphoid colors with the other colorful armor bits. I think is a really cool look.
Yeah, then you got the what is that? The Fallen, his pauldron there, which is cool.
Yep.
Nice little addition. And then the mix of mythic and cosmic parts. Yeah, really neat. I like it.
Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, the next one of my selections, likes, is,
my goodness.
How you say this, Curtis? Skullscoria?
Yeah, Skelisauria.
And he did this awesome paint job on the Emil Wickman 12 and 21 head. And I thought it was really cool because this one,
good pronunciation.
Thanks. I made the title up, the name, so I should be able to pronounce it. I mean, really, whatever I say it is what it is. So
a couple extra vowels in there for my ear.
The gloss job that he did on these eyes is really nice. I love the reflective.
It's amazing, and I love the way he contrasted with the yellow. Right, like he threw in some other color besides just doing it all black. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, my next selection is there it is.
Nice.
Give it up. What is it? His IG is Gossa Toys.
I believe it's Guisa's Toys.
Guisa's Toys.
Yeah.
And this was the Rouge Dragon figure from the 12 and 25 set that he did, and he did it exactly, with the Dubon figure, and he did an awesome job. I wasn't advanced enough to be able to put the daggers. Yeah, but the daggers came out really awesome.
Great.
Too. Yeah,
they look like flint chiseled.
Yeah, those are cool. He said that he used tips from watching the video that I did. And that is the video where I tested out Monument Hobbies Pro Acro paint, which, by the way, if you guys haven't tried that paint out, it's really good paint. So
my favorite paint.
Yeah, check out my video.
Monument Hobbies paint soon to be available at Wolf King Toys.
What? That's crazy. That would be an amazing lead-in if I knew that.
Wouldn't that be crazy? I know.
Yeah.
It's like some things just happen. All right, so that's all that I picked. But I thought it was good. My lens likes. So lens likes.
Yeah.
Like them. If you tag me, I'll like it. If you don't tag me, I probably won't like it.
Yeah, it's less
because you won't see it.
Yeah, it's
because I won't see
easy to like it if you don't see it. Yeah. So I could see how that would work like that.
Yeah, Instagram's so curated anymore. It's like as soon as I pop it up, it's just like they're feeding you. They're spoon feeding you what they think you want to see, and it's annoying. So if you don't get tagged, you might not get it. There's a show that I watch. I can't think of the name of it offhand right now, but they do this thing called shelf selections at the start of their show. And anyway, that's shooting the shelf.
That's
the early edition.
They show a lot of things from Instagram accounts, and so if you follow those, then it makes your Instagram feed better. So yeah, just
follow what? The ones that they like.
The Instagram accounts that they're showing.
Yeah, you can also follow lens likes too.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, that would be cool too.
I'm just gonna read some comments here, see if there's anything. Let's see. Brian Carr's asking if will I ever have a dark? Oh, they mean like the shirt I'm wearing? Well, I'm special and I get to have special shirts. But for you, Brian, maybe I'll do it. No, I think the next batch of the PGG shirts I'm going to do exactly like this. So if you like these done this way, let me know down in the comments if that's what you like, because I'm going to do the next batch this way, I think, whether you tell me you like them or not. But you can still like it because YouTube's like comments.
They do.
Yeah.
For a while there, I was thinking that they didn't. But then now Kent's back, so yeah, they definitely do. So I do have 2 likes. Can I share my likes real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay. First one is also from the Echevarria family. You'll have to pull it up there at the bottom.
I know my spot.
This is from G's son.
Beautiful.
Yeah, using some of those Wolf King parts, that Jester head, and then that's the Templar skeleton torso. There's 2 skeleton torsos from Wolf King. Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
And some chest plates.
Yeah. So there's that one. Yeah, there you go. That's what got me into Legion's Con and got me into Wolf King. And then I got one more
on my wall.
And this is the first time you guys are going to see this. Okay. Spoiler alert. I got How'd They Do That coming up. Not this Monday, but next Monday with a one Sir Jeremy Gerard. And we're talking about his Kitsune foxes that he has done with Wolf King. Available now, many different Kitsune sculpts. If you like foxes, you like anthropomorphic figures, they're available there. But this was put together by PGG Gang when they found out that I was going to be talking to Jeremy about his Kitsune. And this is Jeremy as a Kitsune. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And he has the purple Crocs on.
He does have purple Crocs on. Yep. So
you're going to do a How'd They Do That with the Purple Gang on how they made this?
I should do a How'd They Do That with the Purple Gang.
Yeah.
It'd probably be more about Billy's Caravan though.
I don't know if I want to see behind the curtain. Like some things should be just remain a mystery is all I'm saying.
Like when you go to those those diners that like the guy, like the chef has like the wife beater on and stains on it and stuff, but the food's really good, but you don't necessarily want to see how it's made. You just know the food's good.
Never want to see how the sausage is made.
There you go.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. But yeah, get your Kitsunes now at Wolf King Customs.
That's right. In many different versions. There's a screaming version. There's an ears back screaming version.
Space version now.
Space version. There's an
Shout out Cosmic
villain
Jeff.
version.
There's one that goes in a hood version.
There's one that goes in a hood version. There's tails that are out of stock right now, but I'm working on it, folks.
There's boys in the hood version. No, that's a different thing. That's different.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. I love that show, How It's Made. Bill, I bet you watch How It's Made. You're like me. You like those. That show's the best. Shows you how things are made. Just general stuff. It's good to fall asleep to.
I think
when they talk about like
How'd They Do That, I think is what it's called.
No, it's called How It's Made. And it like kind of puts you to
on
sleep.
the Art by Ackerman channel. It's called How'd They Do That. So
I don't know.
I don't know.
You no say.
Here I go.
Speaking of Dorklayer, we get to watch one of his videos tomorrow for a new figure obscura.
Yeah, Bill, what time's that going to drop? Exact same time? Later in time?
I think it's usually like an hour or so after the drop, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't know. I always watch.
It'll be fun though. And Darla will get to read to me because I'm sure it's going to be something I don't know about. So
what do you mean?
The figure obscura always teaches me about characters, and then Darla reads Jeremy's little write-up to me. So yeah.
Isn't that nice?
It is. And then she explains any big words.
You mean this?
Yeah.
I see the key.
I do see a key.
I see a key.
Yes.
Oh, he says it's usually a few minutes after the drop.
So
so there you go. Get your order in and then immediately go to his channel. So
this is gonna be fun.
I
can't wait to see what this baby is.
I will be entertaining my brother and sister-in-law tomorrow, so I am gonna miss out on all this.
Why are you gonna miss it? You're gonna oh, you mean you can't watch the video?
Yeah, like I won't be able to jump in on any of the shows or talk about it or all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that Curtis, right? Saturday Day Live will do some kind of wrap up on this, or not?
They usually do. Yeah, usually they do one, and they have Jeremy on there and stuff. I'm usually on that, but A, they haven't asked me, and B, I am taking a weekend off from YouTube. No live streams this weekend.
Starting at 5:00.
Starting tomorrow morning. So no, nothing Saturday, nothing Sunday.
Wow.
So not a whole weekend, just Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday, yeah.
Because this still counts as shooting the shelf.
This counts as shooting the shelf. But I told my daughter I would not live stream on Saturday or Sunday. I have several of my kids. Their birthdays are in April, and it's also WrestleMania weekend. So I told them they've got me for a whole weekend.
Wasn't it just WrestleMania weekend?
No, Royal Rumble was a couple months ago. That was
all right. I guess I got my wrestling.
So you've been ignoring your kids all month to save up for this weekend with them?
Oh, I've been ignoring them all year. So,
I mean, you said specifically their birthdays were in April, so I just
two of their birthdays were yesterday. One is on Sunday. Another one was earlier in the month. So yeah.
Oh,
but this is the family weekend. So
okay.
So apparently we got a Dairy Queen cake planned. I don't know what's so special about that.
Fudgy the Whale?
I guess, whatever.
That's Carvel.
And we got Little Caesars because they got the pretzel crust pizza back with the cheese for the sauce. So
pizza.
Yeah. Pizza.
Wait,
Fudgy the Whale isn't Fudgy the Whale you can't buy in the grocery store? Oh, you can only buy Carvel's in the grocery store too.
I don't think Carvel's in Missouri.
I don't know.
What did you say, Curry? What kind of? Whoa, Buddy. Easy.
I thought you said you got rid of Buddy. Are you lying to us?
It's Buddy too. We put in a little barking box. So
your new furry toy vibrates and barks.
Sure. I did buy a new
I heard it shake
today that vibrates. So. Question for you, toothbrush. How often do you guys buy a new toothbrush? Like, what kind of lifespan do you get out of a toothbrush?
Well, I have one that has like the removable top to replace like its battery. So I just replace the top every couple months.
Couple months. Okay. Len?
Couple times a year. Yeah.
Well, does it matter how many toothbrushes I have in rotation?
Oh, you have a rotation.
Yeah. I have two toothbrushes.
Gotcha. Okay.
One. Listen, I don't want to get into how crazy I am, but I have a morning toothbrush and a night toothbrush.
That's interesting.
And I rotate both, and I change both of them out every couple months.
Is one like yellow and orange for morning, and then the other one's like purple and blue for night? Because that would be great.
No, they're not color coded. I just know.
So is there a reasoning for the morning and night, or that's just something you've always done, or?
You know, do you want me to get deep?
Sure, whatever.
I brush my teeth in the shower.
Okay. I watch podcasts and film myself in the shower, but go ahead.
Because I just like brushing my teeth in the shower. So like I have a toothbrush that's a shower toothbrush and one that's by the sink. So I brush at a different location.
So which one's the shower one? The morning?
I'm a night shower.
A night shower. So night toothbrush, shower, morning, sink. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I love you too, Jeremy. Thanks for loving my brand of crazy.
See, because I went to go get a new toothbrush today, and it's been a while. It's probably been 6-8 months, and Darla's like, "Oh, I think I've got some other toothbrushes. If you just," I'm like, "No, it's a special thing. You only do it every twice a year or something." And she's like, "You should probably be doing it more than that. You should probably do it every couple months." So I broke the channel. I don't know.
Big calendar's coming for us.
Yeah, Len's like, we're done with toothbrush conversation. Can we hit him with a strike on?
No, this is happened. This is free promotion.
It's me.
Or two.
I love how brown Travis is.
Here comes my favorite part. Hold on. Here it is. Everybody loves. I love that
You're gonna love it now. Let's start shooting the shell. Just might make you say, wow. Let's enjoy some fun conversation. We'll be shooting the
Hey, Len was in there again.
Let's start shooting the shell.
Half of the toys in that intro I don't have anymore.
Justin had a good question. Do you
Oh, it's
keep
sad.
separate toothpaste in the shower?
No.
So the toothpaste goes back and forth,
Yeah.
but the brush, one each.
Stays. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you ever accidentally use the toothbrush to like clean the bathtub?
Oh,
No.
that would
No.
be bad.
Nope.
Good. That's good.
I've dropped
I
it in the
would.
toilet before though. And then then I'm
That's-
changing my toothbrush. Then
Oh.
it's time to get a new toothbrush.
Yeah,
I would hope so.
that's like
Yeah.
a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, my wife might have dropped it in the toilet too, and she probably would just put it back. No, that's not right. She would probably throw it out.
Did you need to cross that off your list now?
Oh yeah.
Toilet toothbrush. Was that a?
Toilet toothbrushes off the list now?
Yep. There you go.
All right. That's good. That's good. Oh, let's give something away.
Ooh.
Don't eat lead.
That's a tip.
Mm.
Well, it was just good information I was giving away.
All right. Today's giveaway is going to, they can't all be bangers. No, they are. They're all fun. I'm going to do Zen Day.
Day. You know what would be cool with that? You know, it'd be cool.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The good guy magic set.
It's that's pretty good. I was thinking something a little different. I was thinking the kitsune head with the eye patch. Like
Perfect.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what we'll go with this old man kitsune head.
I
think I have a cool set of samurai type inspired pauldrons that might go with it too. So that would look cool. So that would be the set. Okay.
Very nice.
That's what we're giving away. And that means I have to show the hey, where did it go? What's going on? I have to show the screen, right? Of what the word is. What's the word?
I mean, you can collect without showing it, but that is what most people do, is to show it. Yeah.
Make sure you spell this right, everybody.
Not a disease.
Yep.
Is that like not a tumor?
Yeah, pretty much.
Not a tumor. Not a tumor at all.
I see what you did.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
We'll just leave it at that. And that's what it is. Hashtag that, and you can win.
Also,
yes.
In the comments, you got a comment here from Lucky Sprinkles.
Jen, what's up?
I can't bring it up.
Oh,
Jen's birthday Sunday.
Yeah, but she said big calendar.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, but let's leave big calendar out of this.
Yeah. Chris P, if I knew the discussion was going to go that way, I would say hashtag lens toothbrush, but I didn't know, so it is what it is. And again, that's for Zen Day, everybody. All right, shaboom. Back in again. Get those in there. We'll do that giveaway a little later. Oh, let me cross that off my list. Cross off the list. Jesse, all right? Are you frozen?
No.
Oh,
That's just his face.
that's your froze face. Show him the froze face, Jesse. Good.
This was the one from the Dragon Telethon when all the super chats and stuff were coming in. This was Jesse's froze face.
Speechless.
It was awesome. We broke him. We broke Jesse that night. Between generosity and math, like that's all you like. You combine those two, and it's like the perfect recipe.
Yeah, that would the math. You'd have me at math.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to FaceTime. Well, I made that awkward. Anyway, when I used to FaceTime people, like if they were talking and I was just listening, like if I was super paying attention, my face would just go into like mode. Yeah.
And then you'd have to
Like,
tell
are you
them
okay?
it's not a
And then-
disease. You're just like, that's just Yeah, I'm just that
I
way.
was dropped on my head a lot as a child. And the shock face was more about not shocked that the generosity was there, but just how generous the generosity was.
Yeah. Yeah, that was amazing.
It was a cool night.
It was like a wave of babies.
I'm sorry.
Teen Girl Squad reference from Strong Bad.
Are you speaking English?
I don't know what
A little bit.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, Jesse. I don't know if my candle's like cutting off oxygen to my room.
I was raised Pentecostal, so you never know.
It's the Scottish battlefield getting to you.
I'm like, ooh, give me go.
Oh shoot.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I was recounting.
Jeremy gets it.
I was recounting the Tales of the Dragon episode of Shooting the Shelf to my wife recently, just like in the last day or two. How incredible it was, and she was pretty shocked. She was like, "What? That happened?" She's like, "You all are crazy." I'm like, "No, they're just all generous. Everyone's just a good person." It's not. I don't think that's a common community thing to happen.
Yeah, I try to like explain it to people after the fact that like aren't in the community, and I probably sounded like a crazy person. So
yeah,
I'm like, you just had to be there. It was just a moment in time that you had to be there. So, which I mean, you can watch it on replay, but I just don't think you get caught up in the motion the same way. But anywho,
Motion of the notion.
But you should still watch the replay, everybody. It's okay. If you didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Even though Curtis said you shouldn't.
And it's okay. Now the
Mm-hmm.
most watched video on the Just Shelve It channel. It has even surpassed Nerf Battle. So
oh really?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, it's up there.
Out. Jesse's fact checking you.
Well, he has to because the Nerf battle is it's locked. Only certain people have gotten to see it over the last year or so. But it was up there.
I mean, that's because I made that over 10 years ago with a youth group, and they were kids, and I'm not active in those people's lives anymore. So it's
I get it. I mean,
not
the
that there's
Nerf
anything
industry
wrong in
is definitely suffering though, having you being out of it though. I mean, it's our gain in the figure industry, but I think Nerf would pay a lot of money to have you back if I had to guess. So
they're not kids anymore. I
nerfed, but they were, and I made it for that specific group when no one was watching my YouTube page.
Apparently, somebody was.
I mean, weird Nerfos were.
Yeah, big Nerf.
Big Nerf's a thing.
Yeah, big Nerf.
Remember, Nerf was like a ball that shot out and not a dart.
Yeah, they still make Nerf balls.
Yeah, that's like a newer thing.
Before they switched. No, they used to have like you remember Mega Balls?
Like a popping noise. It would be like
yeah.
Then they went to darts, but then they went back to balls.
My favorite Nerf product, they had a football back in I think it was early 90s.
With the whistles?
Whistle?
No, not the whistle one, the light up one. So you could play when it was dark.
You drop the thing.
Dude, it was so great.
Yeah.
They make those for dogs now.
It's like normally before that, sorry for any kids or younger people watching now that have spent all your life indoors, but we used to have this thing where our parents would send us outside and you didn't come inside until it was dark out. Well, when the Nerf came out with the light up football, you didn't even have to come in after it went dark outside. You just stayed out there and you kept playing football in the dark. And so then your parents said, I don't care if I ever see you again. At least that's what my parents said. So
do you want the actual statistics on the videos?
Sure.
It is still by a landslide the most watched thing on shooting since the channel was renamed.
Okay.
But the Nerf with 2,957 views, which is
the
huge.
Nerf one.
Yeah, the next biggest one after that is the Shadow Orc review for Reinforcements 2 that we got to do the reveal special on, which is 1,553 or 653. The Nerf War is 7,211 views.
Oh wow!
Oh my goodness.
So it's got a ways to go. So people need to watch the replay of the dragon
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it will always be
Or-
the most viewed thing that anyone can watch now.
Or can we go back on the dragon one and throw some Nerf in it?
There you go. That's what I would do.
Maybe that'll.
Let me look into that.
Okay. Can we get together a Nerf battle at LegionsCon, you think?
I think they'll kick us out.
Oh,
You can do it in
'Cause
the woods.
Because what woods?
there's woods right behind the hotel.
There is.
Well, there's trees. There's trees. I don't know.
Yeah.
Woods might be a strong word. Not
Oh, okay.
what you would consider woods, but
Oh,
okay.
more than 2 trees.
dude. Brainstorm. Okay. Len, you combine your and Cookie's knowledge of like paintball and all that, and
Mhm.
Jesse's knowledge of filming Nerf battles, and we combine it together and make the best YouTube video ever.
And where do the toys fit in?
I haven't thought of that part yet.
All right.
But
Wrap it around, bring in some toys, and then we'll talk
Okay.
about it.
all right. But as long as we can include Cookie.
Yeah, there's airsoft video somewhere. In the
Can we
world of us.
retrofit Bayathier to shoot Nerf darts or paintballs out
of his
its
butt?
fire breath head?
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wrap it around, turn it around, shoot him out of his butt, and then
I don't
talk to me
think
about it.
the butt has been they're still working with the factory on how that's going to be.
I kept calling them to ask them if it was going to be articulated, but they were
Oh.
really rude and they didn't give me the right answers.
you know where you can find out about dragon butts? Vox Machina on Amazon Prime.
Jordan
Oh,
is
we're
right.
sponsored
Nerf
by
is
Amazon
considered
now?
toys, by the way. So
What I think Len meant, like the Four Horsemen Legions toys.
maybe Len needs to open his mind and start customizing Nerf guns.
Maybe Len has already been down that road in his past, and you just don't know it yet.
That's
I
cool.
used to modify Nerf guns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really did. There was ways you could take them apart, open them up, put upgraded springs in them, do different things to make, because they have restrictors in them that restrict the amount of airflow that'll push the dart out,
Yeah.
keep it like in a certain range of safety.
Yeah.
So there were
And
ways
you're like screw safety.
fuck safety. Yeah, there were ways you could bypass those safeties and make them shoot like just basically a higher volume of air.
Yeah.
And I had ones that would the darts would go like insanely far.
Like through a tree.
Not through a tree, but like far, really far. But power, yeah. I mean, like you could probably. No, they weren't that strong because it's still a matter of like velocity, like of the weight of what you're shooting. Like so the darts aren't that heavy, so they can't carry that much. Like joule strength, like joule, it's called. Or is it kinetic energy or no, the other energy? Sorry, I don't mean to nerd out on it, but
No, you're cool. This is awesome.
yeah,
Who will save your soul, Jewel?
Yeah. So I still have one. I'll bring it to the next show. I'll shoot Jesse with it. We'll see.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Not shooting Jesse, but that you would bring it to the next show.
There were like actual places that sold kits that you could buy. Like if you bought like this Nerf gun,
Like
you could
mod
buy-
kits.
yeah, you could buy this kit and it would come with like an upgraded sled for the inside and an upgraded like spring, like the exact spring to upgrade. There was a limit that you could do because if you went too hard, they blow up. They're just plastic.
Oh,
I
yeah,
had
that
ones
wouldn't
that
be
blew
good.
up, but like, yeah, it was a thing, man. And then you could also modify the darts, but that's where it got like into a safety issue. I thought it was more fun to not modify the darts.
Jordan was asking about giving a Nerf gun a Hemi. Is that possible? Can you throw?
Oh, you can put a
in?
Hemi in anything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I thought that said henny like a hernia for some reason. I was like, I would not recommend doing that to your Nerf gun.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Nerf modding. This was pre 3D printing, and I always thought that once 3D printing became popular, I bet you there were a ton of Nerf mods that came out, like that people were 3D printing parts to do upgrades inside and everything.
Oh, that's cool. Did God's Fire ever do any Nerf gun mods, or is that not a thing?
That wasn't even...
Okay.
What? Maybe.
Got him.
Dorklayer's comment.
Oh, damn it! I thought I
Wait, what
thought I
is
made Jesse laugh.
Yeah.
You do make me laugh. What are you talking about?
I never
Right.
we never played with Nerf footballs. We played with, you remember the rubberized one, the footballs? Well, if it wasn't a normal leather football, like the real football, they had those ones that were like kind of like they were like kind of rubber. They were hard.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the ones we always
I don't
seemed to
know
use
what
when I
you're
was a
talking
kid,
about.
because they were a little smaller and you could really make, you get a good grip on them. That was the
Okay.
Were they the ones that had like that spiral twist in them?
No, they were just normal football shape and
Oh.
size, but they were like all rubber. So like if you left them out in the rain, they wouldn't get ruined.
Mm,
But they had more
yeah.
weight than like a Nerf football.
gotcha.
Am I showing my age here?
I've never seen those, but it could be a regional thing. I don't know.
I played with lawn darts, so I mean,
I threw a lawn dart through my dad's back.
Yeah.
oh,
I
You
was
should
one
have
of the
somebody to
reasons
play with.
probably. I was probably one of the reasons they got banned.
I was played by myself.
Well, he was like in the garden and I was like up on like a hill and I threw it and it went sailing and it went down and it landed on his back and it put like a hole in his back.
Damn.
Oh gosh.
He didn't have to get stitches, but I remember, yeah. I mean, they were dangerous. There's no
I heard
doubt.
Jim from the studio is into lawn darts now.
Bocce ball?
No, lawn darts.
They don't even sell
He
them
bought an
anymore.
old set. Like I think he
okay.
found one at a con or something.
Oh,
So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, they were fun, but yeah, they were definitely dangerous. After I did that, they disappeared. I never saw the lawn darts again.
You ended lawn darts?
I don't think
Embarrassing?
I did because I
Oh.
don't think my dad sued them, but like I definitely ended my
Your dad sued
lifespan.
him over your mistake.
Mm.
I'm suing you because my stupid kid. Well, honestly, if anyone sued them, which is the folklore of what happened, right? Like, is that the company was sued and they had to stop making them. It had to be because someone got hurt.
Oh, yeah.
So what? Like either it was two friends like throwing them at each other, or it was a kid throwing it at another.
I always
kid or
heard
their
it was like
parent, or
siblings and one of them threw it and it hit the other one in the head and killed them or permanently damaged them or something.
Wow. So it was a lawn dart. It wasn't a disease.
yeah,
Gotcha.
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah. Jordan says Jim bought it at Toy Swap in Atlanta last year. So there you go.
Oh yeah, gee, I had the kabangers too. My sister had those, and those things were.
I don't know what that
crazy.
is.
The clackers. They're basically two larger
Oh, where
size
you-
marbles on a string, and you go like this, and they smash into each other on the top and the bottom,
Mhm.
and they were violent as hell.
Yeah.
because they were like they weren't glass, but they were almost like glass. Those things were, and then they could be like, like a bolo. You throw it at someone, like they were, yeah. But that's what the '80s was all about, baby. It's about toys that made you.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of lawn dart information. Apparently, the McCoys have a set if anybody wants to play. Kyle says there was over 80 lawsuits over lawn darts. So, yeah. Ouch.
Apparently there was a
Gradually-
7-year-old who died in their own yard in '87 that led to the family lobbying against the darts.
Wow.
Definitely didn't lobby for parents to watch their kids, but
It
for
was
the
the
lawn
'80s.
darts.
Who would do that?
Yeah. It's definitely the lawn darts. It's not the poor parenting, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they're pretty. They were pretty intense. Then I eventually graduated into making gun, like fake guns that shot bottle rockets.
Oh,
And then eventually you just hold the bottle rocket in your hand and shoot it because that's like,
blow your fingers off.
no, come on, man. Not if you were a master at it. When you used to.
All it takes is one bad one.
Yeah, I guess so. But that's just the things that made it tougher.
Mm.
Yeah, the used to love the trip to Florida every year, and you stop at south of the border and pick up your fireworks.
Oh, interesting.
I remember that place.
Yeah,
I was there once.
They had the signs
Yeah.
on the billboards. Then they started. I don't even know. They started like right after Washington D.C. I think, and then the billboards were like every so many like miles, and it was a big buildup. And then you would go there because it built it up for like 95, Curtis, Route 95 goes up and down the whole East Coast. So it basically, if you were going to Florida, you would hop on 95, and that's where all of these signs were, and they had these billboards like every freaking so many miles, and when you would eventually get to south of the border, it was like nothing. And you're like, what the hell? And it was a giant building shaped like a sombrero, and they sold like fireworks and all kinds of shit like that.
Much ado about nothing.
Yeah.
Very touristy trap. Yeah, I don't know if I still have it, but my grandparents brought me a pencil case, like one of those like plastic ones that like just hinged up. Yeah, with the logo on it. It's kind of like, I know when I used to drive out to Missouri, there was that RV center or sales yard or whatever, and for like 1,000 miles on the highway, like every 10 feet, there's a billboard for the RV place. In like Ohio or Indiana or something.
Jordan knows what I'm talking about, south of the border. Hold on.
Yeah, Missouri has a lot of fireworks stands. Like I went to Iowa this week. I used to live up in Iowa, but if you're making that trip, nice.
There he is.
You're making that trip from middle of Missouri to Iowa. It's just like fireworks stands the whole way. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. You can buy fireworks all year long.
Got your whippoorwills, your whipper-doos, your whipper-don'ts.
Yeah. With or without the scooter stick. Yeah. All I like is snakes and sparklers.
See, Gian knows what it's all about. Yeah, like if you basically were a kid from the Northeast and you went to Florida in the 80s, you knew south of the border.
Yeah, because Pennsylvania fireworks were illegal.
Not anymore.
Growing up. Not anymore, but they were when I was a kid. Like my brother thought we were going to get pulled over at some sort of like border crossing as we came back into the state when we came back from there in the 80s.
What's going on, man?
Stupid Buddy too. Yeah.
What's wrong with Buddy? He's pissed that you said he was gone, that you replaced him.
No, he's mad because Darla told him to get away from me when I had my bacon earlier.
Oh, he still remembers. Buddy remembers.
Yeah, he's not happy. He's not happy with Darla right now.
Business.
Oh.
Wolf King 12 and 25. We're going to do the sale on May 2nd. Okay. Normally it's the last Friday of every month, but that is the 25th, and there's still a lot of days left in the month because the end of the month is on Wednesday because Big Calendar shuffles April around. So I am taking a stand against Big Calendar, and I'm doing it on the 2nd of May. And instead of this, so I'm doing that also because it'll coincide with the Lehigh Valley show that we're doing. If you don't remember from last week, this is Swig is the character. Emil's creation is this guy, which he needs a name. We didn't name him yet. And then if you get the figure set with Swig, the head, you get the hammer. Otherwise, the head will be separate.
I got a name for him.
What?
Tward.
Tward?
Tward. That's T word put together. Tward.
I'm going to write that down. With his Tward hammer. Oh, about that show. Look, I forgot to write stuff on the
side.
I'm
going to be there.
We got 2 shows, right? We're going coast to coast.
Very good.
Hands across America.
On the same day, May 3rd, there's a Mythic meetup in Sacramento, California, which Curtis will be at. And one in Easton, Pennsylvania that Jesse and I will be at. And at both events, there'll be multiple vendors, studio employee people, exclusive figures like that Barbarian.
That's pretty cool.
All kinds of cool stuff.
So Shooting the Shelf and Wolf King Customs, coast to coast.
Yep. We're doing a coast
East
to coast.
Coast, West Coast. It don't matter.
Yeah. We're all brothers. So
Very
nice. That's fun. That's the way it happened last year too. So that's going to be fun. Maybe Kurt, you can use your phone and go live.
Ooh.
And we can do like a cheap knockoff Portal thing.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Where we're looking at both events.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be there long, just so anybody that is going there know. I can only stay for like an hour and a half because we got our daughter's wedding the same day. So it's going to be fly in, see some people, give some hugs, bail. So I'll be there like an hour or so.
kiss some hands, shake some babies,
Yep.
move on.
Mhm.
Yep. Maybe get a barbarian. That's crazy. You're gonna have barbarians on each coast at the same time.
Isn't it? Barbarians on each coast. That's going to be awesome. We for the Easton show, there's a lot of guys that are getting tables and they're going to be next to us. There's like a lot. So we're going to have a large percentage of the room, or they're going to put us all in our own room. But it's going to be a lot of people in the community kind of coming together to do a little toy fun. And it's a quickie. It's a quick show. You know, it's over at 2. We're gonna be tails up and at Red Robin's by 3. And yeah, I mean it's a fast show. The early bird's long, which I forgot. You remember, Jesse? Like, I don't know if you remember last year, but the early bird is from 8 to 10, so it's a 2-hour early bird. And I remember someone asked me about it last night, and when I thought about it, I'm like, that's right, because I remembered last year it was weird because by like 9 it was slow, and I was like, what's going on? Why is this show dead already? Like, this is weird. And then
like
at 10
the early bird slows down, but then the regular picks up.
Yeah, exactly, because usually it's only an hour early bird. So it just flows right into one another. But with this one, he does it 2 hours, so you might as well just get there at 8. I mean, you know, if you want the stuff, you better get there at 8 or earlier.
Are you a little disappointed in Terrence that there's a show on each coast and he's not making it to either? As much as he makes it to all the shows, that he's not going to either show on that day?
They should probably split up. He should send Gina to one and he should go to the other one.
That's thinking.
If he was a real
Don't
fan, that's
split
what
the
he
party.
would do. No,
Gotcha.
they're not going into a dungeon.
You don't know that.
Jake, I would love to come to your wedding. Unfortunately, I will be tied up the rest of that weekend. So,
In his furry costume.
no furry costume.
I'm sorry. I'm
not saying that I have anything against furries. I mean, I probably wouldn't wear the tail, if you know what I mean. But yeah,
just plugs right into the boom boom hole, just like a Mythic Legion.
this is true.
I don't know. Yes, Jordan, I agree. Don't be a schmo. Don't be a schmo. Get there at 8. Yeah, if you get there at 8, then you know, get there early.
How much is the early bird?
Do you know? What is it, Jesse? I think it's like $10.
It's only I think it's $10 for the early bird, $5 for the regular show.
Yeah,
$5 difference. You get to get in early and see these guys.
Yeah, and if you want the barbarian and those other goodies, then you will definitely want to get there early.
For some reason, every time I'm seeing somebody put in hashtag not a disease, my brain is reading it as no Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking of the you're such a disease, Jeff from Home Alone.
Yeah, it's true. Everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
You know who doesn't? The badass Billy Gunn, because he's going to be
with you guys
show with us. Yeah. If you want to meet Billy Gunn,
if you're not down with Wolf King Customs, he's got 2 words for you.
No, that's his buddy. He can't say that. His buddy has to say it, right?
Down
what did he say?
What?
No, he said that part. His buddy
he did say it?
Yeah, he did that part. His buddy did the, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yeah, that whole thing.
Oh, yeah, the Road Dog did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did the beginning part, and then he turned it over to Billy, and then Billy did we got 2 words for you.
Do you think we can get him to say that on video, Jesse? And we can use that as the bumper for this show? He probably gets some kind of strike.
Well,
I'm sure he doesn't own that. I'm sure the Secretary of Education will stop him from doing that.
Jesse has no idea what we're talking about, so he's like,
no, but he just got what I said.
He keeps saying Billy Gunn and Tommy Gunn. I keep thinking of Tommy Gunn from Rocky 4, 5.
No, this is badass Billy Gunn.
Yeah,
who
is still pretty jacked. Isn't he the one that's still really jacked?
Yeah.
Right? He's still like, even though he's like in his 60s.
Yeah. One half of the New Age Outlaws, which is really now the Old Age Outlaws. So
yeah, we're all a little old age outlaw anymore.
yeah. But yeah, he stayed in pretty good shape. Road Dogg looks not good.
Wow. Was Road Dogg ever really in good shape?
No, but he looks really not
He
good
just
now.
looked like a dude that had
But
a
Road
fanny
Dogg
pack.
has the more steady job because he's doing a lot of the writing, I think, for
Oh, is he?
WWE now. Yeah, he's writing a lot of the storylines now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I just remember him being like a normal dude with a fanny pack.
But he was great on a mic, man.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Yeah, he was one of those wrestlers that like was so not in good shape that they had to wear a shirt while they wrestled. You know, full pants and shirt.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Zubaz.
Yeah.
Gee, do you think we can get him? Do you think we get Billy Gunn to press you over his head? Or do you think we could get him to put you in the torture rack?
Dude, I bet Billy Gunn could press you over his head. He definitely could press G
He's
over his
not
head.
pressing me over his
Dude,
head.
he's pretty jacked still.
Oh, we'll see. We'll start with G and see where it goes from there.
Yeah. G's got a new show coming out. Did you hear about that?
No, come on, get out. What?
Yep. Reaching the Shelf.
Oh, that's not right.
That's what he said. He
All
said it last week. So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna have a special guest every week. Big Greg.
Where he asks him to reach stuff for him.
Yeah.
It's a show, it's a mobile show. They shoot it with a cameraman that just follows him around.
It's just different stories. Greg, can you reach that?
Listen, Stoat, that's not me. G said it. G said it on our show that he's coming out with that show. I did not make this up.
He said it in the comments earlier on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's telling us right now he's going to be showcasing different ladders and steps.
There you go. Yeah. Maybe he can partner up with Kent Pool. While Kent's reviewing pools, G can talk about the shallow end. So. Yeah. Don't go down that other side, G.
Check that.
You stay in that 3 and 4 foot section. Don't you see that rope with the floaties on it? Don't go past the rope.
Oh man, I remember the rope with the floaties.
Check that off my list. All right. When I moved into my house, it had a pool. I was blessed with a pool, an in-ground, and it's big. It's a really big pool. Has a really deep end. Yeah. And like I insisted, like it was it needed work when we got in, like a little, but I insisted on going to the pool store to buy one of those.
The rope with the floaties.
And I don't know why. Like now, like it took years before I didn't stop using it. But I remember at the time, even my wife being like, why do we need this? And I'm like, because you have to. Like,
you gotta
have it.
Yeah.
And like I had to have this stupid rope with the floaties. And I remember having it. And then like eventually I was like, why do I need this rope?
I remember like hotel pools used to have that all the time. And now I go to one, I never see them. Like I guess at some point they were just like, why are we still doing this?
Yeah. I think the theory was like as you walked out on the deep end, you could slide. Like if it was like slippery, the bottom, you could like slip. So definitely where the deep end started.
I think it was so the kids knew, like, hey, like their parents could say, hey, don't cross that. Like that's you're gonna be in over your head. Yeah.
Right. You could drown in the 1 foot step over by the ladder anyway, but definitely don't go into the deeper end.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Plus then it gave you something to grab onto if you did accidentally go a little too far. And whoa. Yeah. Rope with the floaties saved me.
Yeah.
So
that and the thermometer on the string.
Yeah, I never got that. Like,
yeah, that had to be. I had to have that too. For some reason, I was always like, I have to have this thermometer on the string, so I can know how cold the pool is instead of just sticking. And where you would stick your hand in to get the thermometer out, so you would know how cold the fucking pool was because you put your hand in it to get the thermometer.
I can't trust my own hand. I need a thermometer.
Like.
My hand is a damn liar. All right. What else is on the list? Anything?
I don't know. No, I don't really have anything else on the list.
Was there not even a list today? Was it just a blank piece of paper?
I'll show you what I got in toy.
I mean,
in the box,
a whole bunch of parts at the store this week.
Ooh, very nice.
A Mezco Doc. I didn't open them yet because Mezco. I like to make special time with the Mezco, special candles to open them. But I got him, so that's exciting because he looks really cool. Yeah, Jesse, we did. We put some new parts on the website. Was that
What?
this week?
That was Monday, yeah. What battle scent do you light up for opening Mezco? Is that like French battle scent or like Norwegian battles? I don't know.
For opening Mezco, I like cupcake. It's like a baking
okay.
one.
Cupcake for Mezco. Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin says, anyone order the Star Wars Black Series Ronin? Does anybody buy Black Series at all anymore? Is that a thing?
I buy them if they're on clearance.
I didn't even know that was still being produced.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you go to Target, they still have tons of them.
I will say I take that back because I went to Walmart today and I saw Darth Vader there. That was really good looking Darth Vader. I was like, I'm not a big Star Wars guy, but for $25, I thought about pulling the trigger on it. Like,
they just did a nice Darth Vader. I forget which one it was. It wasn't the they do so many, but there was an Obi-Wan Kenobi series one. But then they just
helmet.
Yeah, and then they just did the other one. No, there was a non-slash helmet too. And then there was a slash helmet one, which I would get the slash helmet one if I found it, because I feel like that might have been a special, like, store exclusive. The slash helmet.
Oh, was it? Okay, that explains why I probably never found it.
I never found it either. My Target is the freaking worst. Like, it's horrible. They are just getting in now the Acolyte ones. So I saw that, like, fighting the what's his name? He's not Chewbacca Jedi.
Don't bring that up, Jesse. That makes Jesse sad.
He looks awesome. Like, the figure's phenomenal, but like,
but you didn't get to see him fight. He died off screen, and it makes.
Well, we did get to see him. He did, but like later in the series, we get the flashback, and that made up for it.
That's true.
Yeah, I'd seen all the other Acolyte figures except for him until recently. I
didn't see any of them until I saw all of them recently, and my freaking my horrible Target never got in the this, what is it called, the Holothon stuff. Like, they never had any of the Holothon stuff.
I think the only thing I saw from the Holothon was the Pee Wee Herman part of that.
Yeah, I think he was.
I think that's the only thing I saw at my Target.
Yeah, I saw nothing. Luckily, Brian Carr got me the count from Sesame Street, which I actually opened, like, took out
just one count.
I opened it yesterday. Man, it's a good figure. I don't know.
Nice.
I say I don't know who's doing the sculpting for NECA for those, but they actually have the credits on the bottom of the box, which I don't remember NECA putting credits, like full credits of who worked on stuff, but they're on there. And he's killing, like, I'm going to assume it's the same designer that did, like, Alf and obviously Bert and Ernie, and they're killing it. Those figures are amazing. They have beautiful, like, sculpts. They hide all the joints really well. They have full articulation. They're amazing.
Did you see that count that Nate did?
Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, he killed that.
Yeah, I see some of his work in progress shots of the different ones, and I see what he has coming now. So it's gonna be good. He's got a good one coming.
That Darth Vader was a Target exclusive, so it either sold out or it'll end up in discount stores later this year, probably.
Yeah, I never saw it, so it's not surprising to me. Because it had what's his name, the actor's face under it, right? Like, it wasn't like
Hayden Christensen.
I mean, kind of. I mean, the likeness was more. It wasn't like the old fat guy from Empire, right?
From,
yeah. I gotta say, I saw someone do a custom. I can't remember who. They took a Misty. I think it's a Misty Knight from the Marvel Legends, and like took her like afro off and did different hair and repainted it. I got to give it to Hasbro. Like, they have some amazing sculpt on their faces, especially their earlier stuff. Like, the newer stuff is getting, I think, better with the paint, but like, they just got hit under such crappy paint apps that you just thought the sculpt was janky, but you clean those things off and they look really nice.
Yeah, I mean, you can repaint anything to make it look nice.
Well, even just without even just like cleaned off, like the sculpt is a good sculpt, like
Yeah.
it's expressive, but you just get those derpy eyes. Like, was it Curtis? You sent that link, or like paint me like one of your Warhammer minis from
I don't think
Titanic.
so, but I've seen it.
Someone sent it. It's it's Kate Winslet like leaning back,
Yeah.
and then the bottom picture, it's like her again, but then just with these really like smeared eyes with like googly eye dots.
It's an older meme, but it checks out.
Oh,
Stephen Bisciotti does a lot of repainting of like retail figures, and does a great job of making them look good.
When was the last time you saw him do that?
When I just had how they do that with him a couple weeks ago. So
he actually did it, or you were just showing?
Nah, I was showing some older pictures.
Yeah, okay, well, all right.
He does a lot of painting. He just doesn't. He doesn't promote himself. Like all of a sudden he'll just show up at a con and he's got 2 racks of heads, and it's like, where the hell have these been? Like, you haven't posted a single one of these.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's just not into. He's not into posting, but he does great work.
Oh, he does a phenomenal work. Definitely.
Yeah.
My beef with Hasbro and particularly Marvel Legends is I feel like they use some kind of type of strange economies of scale with the waves when they come out. So they clearly decide to put more money. Like, they'll take, say, like a 6-figure wave and divide whatever their budget is non-evenly across them. So there's some really weak figures in the same wave, and then there'll be like 1 or 2 really good ones. And I always thought that was really odd, like just a weird way. Why not do a smaller wave where they're all good?
Yeah,
I
just it amazes me.
In a small wave.
It amazes me how great their classifieds look and how crappy the Black Series looks. Like, it's just same company. Like, you would assume similar artists, similar, but it's just not anywhere close.
I can only assume it's because of licensing, right? Like, they must have to pay Disney.
And like, they're trying to keep the retail price at a certain point, and based on the licensing, they're like, the margins aren't there to give the extra. Maybe
that's what I always thought.
But I think people would pay more if if they had a good paint job.
See, I think that they tried that though, because it wasn't that long ago that the Black Series were like $35 for a standard. Remember when they tried that a couple months back? And no one bought them, and they went right back to doing like the 25 or whatever, because they for one point in time they were really expensive. Like, when there was that first price jump, and there was no way I'm buying a Black Series for $30 plus tax. Like, that's just insane.
You want to buy a Scare Glow for $350?
No, I'm good.
Try to see if I can trade it for a Clash of the Titans Pegasus and Perseus.
Why would you do that?
Because that's what I want.
Oh, you should get a War Duke and Nightmare. That would be a cool one to have. Yeah. I saw one at a toy show. I went to a smaller one months back. It was nice. It was loose. I kind of regret not buying it.
You talk about the old school ones?
Yeah, the old War Duke and Nightmare's horse.
I was more of a Clash of the Titans guy.
I had the scary dude from Clash of the Titans when I was a kid.
Calibok?
Yeah.
Or no. What is it?
Yeah, the goat man.
Calibos.
Yeah, I hit him in the bottom of the toy box.
Man.
He scared the shit out of me.
He was scary.
He was scary as hell on that movie when you were little. Because I was little. Like, I wasn't watching like reruns.
The part I liked the least was when he stabbed the Medusa head with the pitchfork, and like the blood was like, I don't know, it was like the inside of a toaster strudel. It was like it was like a gel red blood, and then it turned into like made all those scorpions get real big and fight them. Like, I hated that part.
Did you? Speaking of toaster strudel, did you guys take the time to put the icing nicely across the strudel, or you just slap it on and then use a knife to spread it, or do you just eat the icing right out of the packet and then eat the toaster strudel?
Darla, when you make my toaster strudels, do you spread it with a knife, or do you just kind of pour it on ice? She spreads it with a knife. So
I'm surprised she doesn't write love notes to you on it.
She's very sweet. So
I know.
I'm a very lucky guy.
You're very lucky.
I don't
Yeah.
spread it with a knife or a spoon or anything because that wastes too much of the icing.
Ooh, are you stealing my
You
icing?
could always lick the knife.
Are you licking the knife when it's done? What's happening?
You shouldn't lick knives.
She said she scrapes the extra off on the side of the toaster strudel. So
Yeah,
I'm not losing any icing, folks. I know everybody was worried. So at least I was. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought for a quick second I might be losing icing.
I wasn't trying to throw Darla under the bus there. I'm just saying for me and the way I do it, I'm not very talented at spreading icing.
She's very upset with you right now.
I can tell.
She just said that from across the room. No, I never just order. I don't say Darla toaster strudel. Now I don't say that.
No, Curtis wouldn't do that.
No.
I do put the icing while it's in the toaster oven. The strudel's in the toaster oven. I do put the icing packet on top of the toaster oven for a little bit, not too long. You don't want it boiling and you don't want it to melt, but that way it like warms up the icing so it just drizzles on nice.
Yeah. That's a good technique. I recently changed peanut butter brands a couple weeks ago. I'm a big peanut butter fan, and I changed brands to Smucker's Natural, and it's amazing. You do have to stir it.
Do you are you like do you ever have like protein bars or any of that? Is
Sure.
that like
Absolutely.
I found like the best one. Like you know, they normally taste like
The
ass.
Robert Irving one.
No. Hold on. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
All right. Yes, I go through like a container of peanut butter a week. It's a big source of what I consume in my diet. And I realize, well, my wife and I both, but I realized that, you know, the regular peanut butters have like horrible things in them, like your Skip and your Skippy and your Jiffy and all that. And you have to be careful.
Hey, you keep my peanut butter's name out of your mouth.
Just saying, Jesse, you shouldn't have hydrogenated oils, man.
This is a 10 grams of protein, Atkins protein wafer crisp peanut butter.
But does it leave that taste in your mouth? Does it have a weird sweetener?
It does. Oh, I don't think it does because it says naturally flavored, and it's got a crisp to it as well. It's like when you bite it, it's like crispy and it's tasty, really good.
Yeah, but if it's got stevia in it,
it doesn't. It says all natural flavored.
Yeah, but they consider stevia natural because it is natural.
All natural flavoring means beaver taint.
Exactly. Yeah, stevia is bad. Agave is something that I thought was good.
Here are the ingredients. You ready?
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm ready.
Milk. That's the number one ingredient.
I've heard of that.
Wheat, almonds, peanuts.
Okay.
Soy.
Okay.
Let's see, sesame and other tree nuts.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all the ingredients.
So what's the sweetener then?
I think it's I don't know. It must be from I don't know.
Well, that's pretty interesting. That's odd that they don't name the sweetener at all.
Oh, there's more stuff up top.
The
I can't read
the
that.
Robert Irving protein bars that they sell are amazing, but they're like too good. Robert Irving, you know the guy.
He got stabbed with the stingray.
No, that's Jeff Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin. Jeff was his brother. No, Robert Irving is the dude that does like the kitchen shows, the kitchen makeover show on the network. Well, he has his own protein bars, and holy shit, they're so good. But they're almost too good. They're like candy, so it's like you almost want too many of them.
What was it that you were wondering if it was in there?
Stevia or monk fruit or
no
agave.
stevia. It does say sucralose.
Oh well, sucralose. Yeah, that's a
So, but it's like way down there on the ingredients.
Creamy Jif, ever and always, nothing else.
No, Jesse, no, it's got freaking hydrogenated oil in it. You don't want that.
Look.
I'm telling you, Smucker's Natural. It's the best. And you don't want anything with palm oil.
Buy your peanut butter from the
you.
same company that makes the jelly.
Jesse loves the one where they put them in the same jar. The peanut
I have an expert here. peanut butter and jelly expert Patrick Boyle saying Skippy or Jif, chunky or smooth. That's pretty generic there, Patrick, because that's about everything you find.
Yeah, that's. I actually liked whipped as well. I'm not a chunky guy, either smooth or whipped.
I'm a chunky guy, but I like
chunky.
creamy peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was it that we were talking? Oh, Joe Gonzalez. That he gets the jar that has both the peanut butter and jelly and just eats it with a spoon.
Yeah, bypass the bread altogether. Why not?
He said he doesn't have time
goobers.
to make a sandwich, so he
Kyle knows goobers.
It made Jesse almost throw up.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Castoreum is a secretion from the castor sacs of beavers, which is used as a flavoring in foods. Listed as natural flavoring.
Okay. What kind of foods, though?
Anything. Like, you know those raspberry candies that, like, for some reason come out at Christmas? Like the little red ones with the...
Did you hear that crisp?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like
Freaks,
you're chewing on a potato.
We briefly discussed the figure obscura a little in the beginning, but we didn't speculate because that's probably being done. But right now we're talking about peanut butter and artificial sweeteners because, like,
and if you wanted to learn about toothbrushes, that was earlier in the show.
Jeremy's saying it's imitation vanilla.
What is imitation vanilla?
I assume the beaver secretion.
Beaver butt juice.
Oh, beaver butt juice, huh? Okay.
Secretion from the castor sac.
Well, gotta go.
I just want to know who figured that out. Like who killed a beaver and was like, this tastes like vanilla.
Who figured out drinking milk from cows? You know,
I mean,
like,
that one's a little easier. I mean, that's a little easier. You see baby cows drinking milk off a cow, and you know that humans do a similar thing.
I've seen dogs eat cat poop. I'm not going to try that.
I'm just saying that's an easier jump than like, I'm going to go find the specific anal gland on a beaver and suck that juice down. Len, aren't you glad you had us both on?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we've totally taken over.
Hey, I'm the one that brought up the peanut butter and all the stuff and have not and have use.
So do you leave it on the shelf or on the counter, or do you put it in the refrigerator?
Or do you shoot
that's just regular butter?
Oh, peanut butter, you have to, you know, it's funny because back when I met my wife, I came from a refrigerator peanut butter family, and then she came from a pantry family, and I saw that compromise, and I said, you know what, I am going to do that. I'm fine with it now, out of the pantry or on the counter.
She's a counter butter person, though, right?
I think she would be in the perfect world, but that was like the compromise. I got to put the butter back into the fridge, and the peanut butter got to stay out of the fridge.
Why are you putting it in the fridge? It's going to be hard as hell when you go to spread it.
Yeah, I don't use it. I only use it for like cooking. I don't really use it that much to spread on things. You know, they have a thing called a butter bell for your counter.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a crock that has water in it, that the butter doesn't touch the water, but the water locks all the bacteria, anything in the air, out, so you can leave it on your counter. It's old. It's from like, ye old times. And they actually still sell them. You can go on Amazon and buy a butter crock, and it's made to keep your butter on the counter, yet keep it free of any kind of, things like nasty, creepy things.
Interesting. Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy.
There he is.
Look at this guy.
He heard us talking
counter butter, and he comes out of nowhere. He's like, wait a minute. Did I just sense counter butter?
Yeah, he's been creeping the whole time. He just didn't have anything to say about any of the other subjects, but we get to counter butter. He's in.
Country crock in the fridge.
Yeah, well, that's
easy peasy.
Yeah, well, you know why?
That's like eating plastic.
I know, because it's nothing good in it. I know.
Exactly.
Look.
Yeah, listen, gross. Jesse, I'm just saying.
I don't have time to eat healthy.
I need you to be around.
It doesn't require any extra time. You just buy some actual butter. You leave it on the counter. You get one of those little glass containers that goes over it.
I know.
There you go. Takes the same amount of time.
Get sticky butter on my fingers when I throw the wrapper away.
See, this is a butter bell, Curtis.
See, I've never even heard of that. That's interesting.
And so that's what it looks like open.
Have you seen that before?
Wait, it hangs in there upside down?
Yeah, Darla's heard of it. She's never seen one.
See, so you see on the thing here, there's water at the bottom of it. Let me even big in this.
Water?
There's water in the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you push a cup underwater like that upside down, and the water stays out from going into it. So it's the same concept. So it doesn't really get the butter wet, but it locks all the air out from getting to your butter.
Interesting.
If you're not getting your butter wet, you're not doing it right.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
That is something. I might have to look at one of those.
Although it may be sweet and creamy, there is a cold, hard truth about butter.
Butter, especially fresh creamery butter, has a spreadability problem and will absorb odors from the refrigerator very easily.
What if someone made a way to keep butter safe, creamy, and at a perfect spreadable temperature?
So they're spreading that on a croissant.
Chefs did just that.
People would make their own butters and they would store them in these clay pots.
These butter crocks kept butter safe and cool since there was no refrigeration. They were used for hundreds of years and changed slightly over time.
All right. I don't want to get. I mean, they're using a Food Network thing anyway, and it's
how
only
much is it?
$29.40. But this, I'm sure there's less expensive one if you want to be.
That's a builder figure. I'm out. That's too much.
Yeah,
here, here's one for $14.
Oh,
coming soon to Wolf King Toys.
And it says butter on it. Look at that.
Yeah, Wolf King Toys and Butter Bells coming to the next show.
If you get some with the Wolf King logo on it, Len, I will buy one.
What if tomorrow for Figure Obscura we get a butter crock instead of a mug?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
That'd be great.
Oh my God, I got to talk to George.
Yeah.
Cookie, tell George next Figure Obscura butter crock.
Yep.
We all saw how well the tumbler went over.
Yeah, but this is a butter crock. Come on.
I'm just saying. I think if we deviate from the mug, there will be riots in the streets.
Now it's the day before the drop. Aren't we legally required to speculate?
Yeah, you can speculate all you want. No, I mean for the next one, Cookie. For the next one, not for this one. Obviously, it's too late.
Yeah, too late for this one.
For the next Figure Obscura.
It would be great for the Ghost of Christmas Present because he's like chowing down. He's having a big meal, right? So that'd be a great one to slip in a butter bong or whatever you called it.
Butter bong.
That's how Big Greg keeps his butter.
Oh, I'm sure you can keep your stash in the butter bong. It probably keeps it nice.
Yeah. So do you guys have any guesses for tomorrow?
Nope.
Cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be really cool.
My guess is, I know my guess is wrong, but my guess was Hercules, just because of the obstacles, labors. That's exactly what Darla said. You guys, it's like I married Lynn.
Oh, look at my little Hercules.
Yep.
My guess is
I went like the Lou
Nelson
Ferrigno.
Mandela.
I went the Lou Ferrigno Hercules with the hearing aid. So, yeah. What do you want, Jesse?
Nelson Mandela, because that's what that shape is. It's a mandala. So I just want it to be a pun.
Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, I mean, it's lost on people that don't know what the hell you're talking about, though.
That's all right. And the one person who gets it, that's good enough for me.
You think there's one?
I think Len got it.
Oh, okay.
What did I say?
Did you get it, Len? Did you know what a mandala is?
No, I did. I actually did.
Okay.
I actually did. I'm just throwing up people's ideas on what they think it's going to be.
And Nelson Mandela was one of the greatest, leaders to ever come out of South Africa.
Have you been there?
Don't go there.
Why are we talking about that?
I was just wondering. He mentioned a country. I just wondered if anybody.
I have been there, but that's not what I was bringing up.
That's cool. You should talk about it more.
Have you been to California? Because I haven't.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there in a few weeks.
Have you been in Idaho?
No.
See?
No.
Have you been to Iowa?
I have. Lynn was trying to convince me that I was in a place that didn't exist this week.
Iowa doesn't exist, Curtis.
I'm pretty sure it does. My twins were born there, so unless they were born in some paradox or something that doesn't,
drove through Iowa, and in like the cartoons when the characters be like running through a house and it was like the same like hallway door like cycling behind them. That's what Iowa was like the whole way north.
Like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Let's give this thing away. 6 o'clock. Time to give this away. Ready? Who's going to win? Make your predictions now.
I don't want to give a name out because if they don't win, I don't want them to be mad at me. So
I
me.
think it's going to be, I'm scrolling through. I think it's going to be, wait, I saw who I thought it was going to be. I think it's going to be Jake Rawson. Just because it's fun to guess. Cookie, it can't be you because you spelled it wrong, my friend.
Before you pull that, can I show you something real quick?
Yeah, sure.
It'll
give Cookie a chance to spell it right.
Because I used to live up in Iowa. That doesn't exist for 2 years. And I saw one of the coolest things ever. It doesn't exist anymore. They had to take it down. But this that I just shared down at the bottom was at a house that was a few streets over from me.
Oh, wait, I have to remove this. Hold on, Chris. You're asking for a lot here.
You're fine.
Okay.
So their family had planted this tree, and then as it started to grow, they planted 4 trees, and then they tied them together as it was growing, and then it continued to grow like that. It made this little archway over their walkway to their house. Crazy. Yeah, but then it at some point after 100 years or something, it started there was some wind damage and stuff from a weather, and they had to end up cutting it down. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really neat. How many years do you think that took to grow like that?
I think it was 100 years. It was there for a long time. But now it's where they join there at the middle. Everything above that is cut off, but the walkway is still the awning part is still there. So yeah, but pretty cool. Cedar Falls, Iowa, real place.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool. That's a lot cooler.
That's how I know it's a real place, because I remember that tree.
That's a lot cooler than Old Chico. No offense. All right, everyone up? Everyone ready?
35 entrants.
Here we go. I did send out last week's winner. I did not send out the dragon winner to Jonathan. Oh, come on.
Woo!
Oh, hey. I mean,
she's looking at me confused because
if anyone deserves it,
it hasn't finished spinning yet. She's it's on a delay and I'm live.
Well, if anyone deserves it,
Iowa and Ohio are only 2 states apart. They're not that big a difference.
Congratulations, Darla. If anyone deserves that for making those toaster strudels every morning, it's you.
Oh, wow. So Darla said that she is going to customize this, and it's going to be her first custom.
Really?
Oh, that's what she just said.
Oh,
she
awesome.
said, tell Lynn this is going to be my first custom.
All right. That's great. Maybe we can reveal it here live on the show.
Ooh, nice.
Congratulations. Let me stop share that. All right. Yeah, Jake, hopefully I didn't jinx you when I guessed you. Well, you're welcome, Darla.
I'm excited to see her customize something.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm going to pull this part that we discussed.
She asked if she could use my paints. I tell you what, I've got some Monument Hobby Pro Acryl paints upstairs. I think would be great for you.
Oh, you're going to let her use the good stuff.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about? It's 6:05. Eric just got here, just so everyone knows. Hey, Eric.
I did want to mention I did an interview this week over on Saturday Morning Toy Collector channel with my good buddy Mark. Interviewed me for a segment he calls Meet the Collector. So that just dropped today. So if you could go over and give him a like and subscribe, he's a great dude. He does the Saturday show in the morning with Schmerber called Double Jointed, which is the best show on YouTube. So, yeah.
Okay. And no. Is there a off world tonight?
There is an off world. I would highly suggest it for anybody that is able to join the show because it is fun to be on. I do not suggest it for anybody to watch because it is a train wreck. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And Jesse, do you have anything to plug or promote?
Don't eat lead. Buy stuff from Wolf King. Use Pro Acro paint. Tell people that you love them.
Don't buy peanut butter and jelly in the same jar.
No. And don't buy it if it has
that's for me. Other people can do whatever they want with that. Just don't give it to me.
Don't buy it if it has palm oil in it. It's very bad for you. Make sure you watch PGG show on Saturday night at 9. Viagra the movie, the premiere. You don't want to miss that. I've got some exclusive inside glimpses at that. It's going to be incredible. You guys don't want to miss that. So make sure you watch PGG. Tomorrow, don't miss the drop at 9. What are they? They're gapping it, right? They're putting like a huge gap between, like they're doing
it's like a month.
Like a month.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So remember, everyone, if you're West Coast, don't try to buy it later like you might think you can because it's not going to be there. I'm sure undoubtedly we will see people in the cabal tomorrow saying like, hey, what time is it? 7 or 8, the late drop, because people don't read. And but Jeremy is very clear in every post that there would not be a night drop. So make sure that you guys remember that. 9 o'clock, and then shortly minutes after, go to Dorklair's channel and see the review on it and see what it is after you buy it.
And probably Saturday Live later in the day talking about it.
Yeah, and they'll probably
it's not confirmed. I haven't seen a post from them, but they almost always do that. So
yeah, and I'm sure Jeremy's usually on that one to talk about it. And remember, everyone, if you're new, the all-in typically has like the vessel that carries your like fluid of some type, a mug, a butter bottle, a water bottle, something like that. And it will also have a pin, and it'll have the figure. If you sort it, if you pre-go before you start reloading the site and you sort it by price to the highest price first, the all-in will show up first. So that's a good way to get it fast.
Ooh, good
if
tip.
That's what you want. Yeah, so you sort it by price, right? So the all-in should be the most expensive thing, and then you keep hitting Control R or refresh, and that will bring up that one first, and then you go in and grab it. What am I missing something? And then you have
the chalice for your beaver taint secretion.
Tastes like vanilla and victory. And then, the next one would be the single figure, and you can buy the pins separately. And they don't sell the chalice separately, do they? No, they do.
Do they sell the cup separate? I don't know that they do.
They sell the chalice separately? Let us know in the comments. I don't remember if they do or not. I'd like to just get the all-in. It's a lot easier just to get.
I think you have to get the all-in to get the cup. Jesse would tell us if he wasn't laughing. I don't know.
I know he's dying.
I know they've made the cups available at shows before, but I don't remember the cup being its own item on the list. Definitely the pin.
Oh,
that might be
they usually do it separate.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust Cookie when it comes to stuff on sale.
I know. And Chris P saying only the pin is there as extras.
Yeah.
And someone had asked if there's going to like be some kind of someone streaming before, and Eric said yes. So I don't know. He didn't say
I know. So I know normally Trevor does one, but Trevor's in Japan, and I don't know that he's doing one. I was talking to Tanya early today. I know Tanya was talking about doing something. So, possibly one from Legion's Ladies. I don't know if there's anybody else doing one, but yeah.
Oh, Chris Cookie says he knows because he gets a lot of figure and mug orders. So a figure and a mug. So they must sell them.
I was gonna say maybe the mugs sell pretty quick, and that's why some people don't see them as available.
Maybe people are buying them to put their butter in.
Yeah. Buy as many mugs as you can. Just buy all the mugs because they love shipping mugs. It's their favorite thing to do. So make sure that you just buy a lot of mugs. If you really want to have fun, buy a skateboard and a mug.
Oh, Kevin
On
says Tanya, Bill, and Noah will be on at 8:30.
Oh, all right.
There you go. Little dork lair, little enabler, little Legions ladies all together.
It's like the remember when DC and Marvel did that combo? It was, what was that called? The Amoglaverse?
Amalgam.
Amalgam. Yeah, remember when they did that? It's like that. It's like a big mix. Jordan bringing up Muggsy Bogues, one of my favorite dunkers of all time. No one will get. Yes, Curtis.
I've got a news update. While Darla is still excited to do a custom, she will plan on doing that with something that I already have, because she would like to award the prize that she won to Jen for her birthday.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
All right. That's very sweet of you, Darla.
Yep.
I have her address too, so I will forward that gift to her. That's very sweet.
There you go.
All right.
Sweet like Jif peanut butter.
Oh yeah, Kevin, you're right. Spud Webb was the tiny dunker. Did Muggsy dunk too? He must have been able to dunk. Everyone in the NBA can dunk.
Spud Webb was really good though. Spud Webb was a contest.
Bogues was a gangster.
Crazy. No. Muggsy Bogues was in Space Jam.
Which one?
The first one.
Oh,
the funny one, the one with Bill Murray.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Never saw it.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, Kevin saying no, he was just short. Okay, well then he was all right.
Gotcha.
Muggsy collected mugs.
That makes sense.
So if you want a mug, hey, it might not be a mug tomorrow. It could be anything. We don't know what it is. We can't take anything.
Buttercrock.
It
could be a carafe.
Hey everyone.
A carafe would be nice.
Hey everyone, I just want to take a minute to ask the community for a favor. Please start petitioning all over the cabal for a Buttercrock in the next Figure Obscura drop. Tag George Gaspar, the Sausage King in New Jersey, and let him know that we want custom Buttercrocks.
You think PGG could put together like a video like requesting Buttercrocks?
Yeah. As long as it's not butter, as long as it's not butter in your Crocs.
Maybe they could get that spokesperson, that Gluten Morgan Berlin guy.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
He seems like one that would talk about butter.
I think he's got butter on him under the jelly. Some people like a mix of butter and jelly, which is odd. Not odd. I've seen it all the time, but it's a thing.
Yeah, my grandma used to do that. Throw the butter down first and then throw some jelly on top of it.
My dad still does that. He actually still does. Yeah, well, he's older, but yeah. So don't confuse the butter Crocs with butter in your Crocs. It's a butter. It's a Croc that holds your butter.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a great thing.
And don't confuse
Croc
that.
butter is usually a sign that you need to have some sort of change in your diet or get something checked out at the foot doctor.
Yeah, and don't confuse any of that with pouring wax in your cavity that we were talking about earlier. That was something different.
Correct.
Altogether.
Yeah, see, Eric, when you come in late, that's what happens, my friend. You missed you missed the whole seminar that we did about Butter Crocs, and they're not shoes. But you can go back, and if you go back and you like it, leave a comment, because YouTube likes comments, especially in the past.
But we don't shame people that like Crocs the shoes either.
Not at all.
Only if you put butter on your feet before putting them in your Crocs.
That's
or butter in the Crocs before you put your feet in them.
Nice. Nice little what do the kids call those? The little things that you add on there?
Gibbets.
Yeah, that's it.
Those are my PGG gibbets.
Foot flare, toe flare.
I don't think they call it toe flare.
Someone calls it toe flare.
They might.
As long as you cover them toes, you can be as flareful as you want.
Yeah, and then I got this too. Got that. So
yeah, and you can't see it because I have the thing up. Oh, there you go. Good job, Curtis. I was going to move the thing, and he's got Crocs.
There you go. That's Jeremy Kitsune with purple Crocs. So.
Nickname Butter because he's wearing his butter Crocs.
Jeremy looks pretty good as a fox.
He does.
Yeah.
He definitely does.
Get your kitsune parts at Wolf King Customs. Lots of different sculpts. Expressive open mouth, ninja one, cosmic one, hooded one that goes in the hood. Yep. Regular, the old school.
That's right.
I mean, that Mythic Legions game is going to come out in like 5 more years, and the kitsune are going to be in there, and you guys are going to be like, man, I wish I had one of those in my collection. You can get it right now.
Yeah.
So
you won't be first like but you'll be first before the game.
You'll be number 1 in our hearts.
I guess it's not toe butter. It's toe jam, right? Isn't that what they call it?
Yeah.
So you can't have jam and butter coming from the same place unless it's that gross, disgusting jar at the store.
Yeah,
neither
of which I would want to have on my bread, on my toasty McButter squirt.
This is a D&D night for you, right, Jesse?
What happened?
Hey, you made
toasty McButter squirt.
That's his name.
Yeah.
That's the way you said it was.
They're getting punchy, folks.
Wait. There's too many things.
No, my brother's in town this weekend.
Oh, so you're not okay? Gotcha. But either way, you're not going to be on Off-World.
Probably not.
Okay.
What does the fox say?
Oh yeah, 8:30 tomorrow morning. Looks like Bill Dranowski, Noah Pratt, Stacy Lynn, Amber Gonzalez, Ryan Gonzalez. You got both Gonzalez's, and Tanya on the Legion's Ladies Live. So that sounds like a blast. Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
What's Toe Jam and Earl?
Toe Jam and Earl? It was a game.
Never heard of it.
I was trying to say it weird and it didn't.
Oh, Eric's saying he thinks that he'll be on the stream too. He thinks.
Ooh, nice. Well, Eric,
don't cross him.
Don't cross the streams. But if somebody asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
Also, don't stop believing.
All right. Anyone have any? Paul Zach, you're a little late, buddy. Anyone have any parting words before I hit the music?
Come to one of the 2 East Coast or East or West Coast events on May 3rd. If you're on the East Coast, go to Pennsylvania. If you're on the West Coast, come to the Mythic Meetup. You can see myself or Jesse, both representatives of Wolf King Customs. We're going to have barbarians at both events. You don't want to miss it, folks.
Jesse, any parting words?
I'll be at my show longer than Curtis will be at his show.
He's got important stuff to do.
Wow. It's about quality.
I was just going to say, because he's marrying off one of his kids to someone.
Exactly.
Or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know.
A dowry you have to pay for that nowadays, Curtis.
Well, I'm not paying for it, but it is pretty expensive.
Oh, I just didn't know if it cost you any chickens and goats and whatnot.
No, I think they stopped doing that.
Oh, maybe somewhere.
Well, at least
in Iowa, they still do it.
There's probably some places.
Ohio, maybe. Ohio, maybe. Eric would know. Eric, they still do that in Ohio?
Well, plus
anyway,
plus we've got the girl. So doesn't the family with the girl, they get the goats and stuff, right?
No, the ones with the girl pay the dowry. It's like paying the dude to marry their daughter. That's how it used to happen, or still might in some places. But who the hell knows? We're probably going back to that. There's probably like a push for it, but I'll
find out where I can get a goat. All right. If there's anybody out there in California who knows where to find goats, let me know.
Ask Iz. Iz knows everything about California.
He probably had the first goat in California.
I'm absolutely sure he had the first goat in California. All right. Well, on that note, my word of advice for the week is, hey, people, get out there and touch some grass after you buy your who knows what it is for your obscura figure. Go outside. Go outside.
Some Nerf or nothing.
Yeah, play some Nerfs. Play some lawn darts. Do something outside and away from a computer.
Choosy moms choose Jeff.
Maybe not. I know what they don't choose. Beaver butter.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not